Hi, you know what time it is, folks. That's right. It's time for more Doc Rio. Had a little bit of mic difficulties because I turned my mic off there. But today, I got something a little bit different for y'all. It's not really that different. Oh, I should be on another screen, and I should have put a timer on this. But it's not really that different. But it basically is talking about how devices make us lazy. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've become a little bit more lazy with devices. And so I discussed that in this episode. And by the way, I do this on a Mixer. I do this right after doing a video game chat, and I switch over into this discussion. So this is a pre-recorded discussion, and the quality is not the best because I did it on the laptop camera. Right now, I am filming on the Logitech C920S HD camera. So you're going to get a little different quality, and that's the quality that I'll be filming on Mixer in the future. As well as I will be using my Canon 80D and my Canon lenses to do other quality content for you. But I just want to give you this intro real quick, so stay tuned. Stay tuned for how devices make us lazy. It certainly does, doesn't it? So I'll be right back. Or the pre-recording will be right back, and you'll see it. So, and before I go, because I didn't say it in the pre-recording, if you really like this video, please go down and click the like button or subscribe if you want to know more about this channel. And there will be links in the description below of all the devices I use during this broadcast. I got to put this Rode boom mic in there. I haven't put that in there yet, but it'll be in there. So stay tuned. This is Doc. I'll be right back. Look at us up on Doc Rio TV. All right, so this is how we're back on the screen now. We should be. Following live. Am I back? Am I back? Yes. All right. So we're back on the screen now, and I wanted to start this over because you know what time it is, folks. It's time for more Doc Rio TV, and we were talking about how people specifically. I wanted to start this over because that was a video game broadcast. I want to make sure this is a web show broadcast, specifically a web show, because I didn't think I was going to get into talking like I am about to. I had some notes here on some stuff I wanted to talk about today, but I'm really digging into this because, one, I feel like we are getting lazier due to the fact that we have all these digital devices. And I mean, these type of digital devices and things that we use in places that we're not supposed to. And especially when it comes to the education system. And like I was saying before, you do not have to go to school to get educated. You do not have to do that, but you need to learn some of the tools and techniques that come out of schooling or come out of education in order to survive. And I point this out specifically because I know many of you are on right now watching who's big right now on yeah, he's right on Ninja. You got 12,575 kids watching Ninja right now, or people watching Ninja play a video game, which is fine. But Ninja's a smart kid. This guy is smart. All right. And the reason why I say he's pretty smart is he's got 2 books out. You see what I'm saying? He utilized some of the skills he learned from education, whether or not he got it in school. I don't know his history. I don't know his past like that. Whether or not he got it in the educational system by getting a degree, or whether or not he got it from somebody else teaching him, or whether or not he got it from watching something online. He got tools together and wrote books, does his own merchandising, did a deal with Adidas. I mean, he is doing smart business moves by using tools he has gained. He is not just, the game is starting, and I want to pause the game from starting real quick, but he's utilizing tools that he's picked up and gained over time. And he's not that old to gain these tools over time. So when you say, okay, he's written a book, he has gained some experience in doing something to where he felt comfortable in writing that book, felt comfortable in sharing that information, because he is not just a champion. I mean, like, he's not just a champion. He is trying to be part of a community. He's building a community. And that is one thing I think the reason why he moved over to Mixer is because of that. I don't want to talk more about that because I don't know that much about it. I was just actually moving the Mixer when I heard about him moving the Mixer, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So, and one thing I find about the Mixer community, I love it. The Mixer community is so caring. so much so far, all the people I've talked to, all the people I've been involved with, they seem to share this great energy, and they care about you, and they want to help you out. They give you advice. I mean, I did hear one person say, well, you should go online and read some watch some tutorials on how to use it. But they weren't talking to me, they were just talking to somebody in the chat room. But in general, mostly everybody is trying to help you. They're like, hey, anytime I can tell you how to work this, how to help this. And I've just heard people sharing it in the chat room. I haven't really asked anybody for any help. I've told them that I would talk to them about it, but I haven't really asked anybody yet. I have a problem with ASK. I don't know why. I always say asked anybody, and it's supposed to be ask anybody. I haven't asked anybody yet, and I still can't say it. But anyway, you know what I mean? In that same understanding, the people share energy here and share love here. We share streams. Excuse me, sparks on people's streams is what I was trying to say. We share gems on people's streams. We do contests together, and that's the kind of community I want to be involved in. I mean, Twitch has the same kind of thing, but the people aren't really as, like I said, caring. It's just so weird how this community gives you such a warm welcome. And it's not weird. It's great how this community gives you such a warm welcome. And that's why I want to represent being a part of this community, because it makes you feel like, even if you're starting with nothing, I mean, not that I'm not starting with, I have a small audience. I say small audience because I know some people have 10,000s out there in the social media community, but I have a small audience, and I want to bring some of those people here to where they can communicate with me right here while I'm chatting. I've been looking for a streaming platform that I can do this on, and actually do this for doing web shows and stuff that I want to present to my people. And, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think I was going to get treated so well here and be inspired to even get into back into gaming. I've been avoiding gaming. I got old video games sitting over here, old PS2, old Xbox, but I wasn't going to buy any new gaming consoles because I like PC gaming. And the last one I was doing full time was World of Warcraft before they hit Cataclysm. And then when I got in Cataclysm, I got bored. Cataclysm started boring me because it went teenage on me. And I know it's a lot of teenage people, but we were really gung-ho. I had a guild of over 500 people. I had really, and we had to narrow down. We got it down to like 100 people. So we, people who were very active. And then my buddy Stupid Tank got busted. Stupid Tank, I miss you, bro. He got busted selling gold. But Stupid Tank was my best tank. Yeah, we were the Knights of Hades. And that was Halal, Grandmaster Halal. And we had a big guild. You can go over and look up my stats, my old stats. We had a guild going. We had everything. I don't think my stats still show anymore because I guess you got to log in for that. But the Knights of Hades Guild, I had all kind of digital media out there. I had stories out there. And yes, Halal stems off the same story I've been working on when it comes to the Nasu Chronicles. These characters were already in fashion. They were already there. I just basically brought them into the guild to really stimulate me writing more about these characters, digging deep into their past, into their history, because every character had a certain level, and so I know people from this community. I talked to some of them today. I mean, I know one who lives near the airport, and he's the guild master near the LAX right now. He's the current guild master of the guild, and his family have taken over the guild since then. I don't know if they're still really using it, but hey, you know what I mean? That's the way I look at it. We're family. We talk, we're friends, we're family, we're a crew, and I want to have that crew on here where we can talk at all times. I don't like the fact that I avoid my phone. Be honest with you, I avoid my phone a lot more than you would think. Unless I'm making business calls that day, unless I'm doing things in business calls, I try to avoid this thing because there's so many telemarketers, so many people coming and marketing things, and I can't control how they contact me. I just can't do it. I'm kind of overburdened with this digital device. And that's why I want to talk about it. I mean, this professor said this in a class that we use our digital devices too much. And I wanted to use my iPad more in class so I can keep all my media in one place, but I'm being distracted when I'm in that mode. I may have most of my notifications turned off, but I still get text messages, so I could stop and text message somebody in a class if I wanted to. If something important came up, I would stop and text message. So I'm going to be less on my phone this next semester. You're not going to hear of me talking through my phone as much or on my digital devices this semester, because I want to make sure I'm focusing in on the information I'm collecting. I'm in these 400 level classes that are like Amazon Studios. I'm at Amazon Studios learning how to be a showrunner from the head of the department. I'm in classes like I've got a class where we call it's a television show for California State University Northridge, where I'm working with other students who are going to be putting together public service television shows. So it's a NPR style type of show. And then let me see what else. I've got internship with American High, which I know they have events here in LA, but they're also based out of New York. So I'll be doing script coverage, and I've been doing some script coverage, and that's why I've been kind of quiet, because I want to make sure I get my head in the idea of how I should do script coverage, because I kind of feel like with this internship, it's more of a step-by-step process. They're learning how we do stuff, and we're just doing it. And so I'm kind of coming from the perspective of how I did it before, and I kind of want some correction, because I didn't do any type of screenwriting stuff except for the basic stuff in film and television. So I kind of want in film television courses, I did more electronic media management, how I would see it from the point of a producer. And so I'm writing from the point of my experience, but I'd like a little bit of guidance from American High. But I guess I will get some along the way, because it seemed like they were doing some things that they're going to show us a little bit more as we grow. Another thing is I know that, sorry, the Xbox is acting iffy right now. So I know that I'm in another class that is audience analytics, and that's with my advisor, and I'm gonna be going over breaking down. See, that's kind of why I left my lesson, because I did do lesson number 6, 7, and 8 for you all, but those lessons dig deep into let's read the titles for them, but they dig deep into lead generation and advertising and audience analysis even deeper. And so I wanted to make sure that I have a little bit more information under my belt from someone who's worked with a WB, someone who's worked with UPN, from people who have worked with Amazon and finding stuff, from people who have worked with Netflix. I want to reach out to Christina Wayne again. I'm going to ask her some questions. That's one of my mentors with televisionschool.com. You know what I mean? She's my mentor from over there. And I have different professors who are mentors all around. I'm going to be, talking about public broadcast. Public broadcast brings in a lot of viewers. You never know how local public broadcast can bring in a lot of viewers. And as I knew that, our professor for that, Sally Turner, said, yeah, they get contacts all the time from people in the local area that said that they saw the broadcast and they were talking about the person on the broadcast. And I'm like, wow, this is media. Media goes everywhere. And like, the Stream Doctor, what's his name? The Stream Doctor, what's his channel? Starts with an A. The Stream Doctor. Y'all know the Stream Doctor. He's on Twitch. The Stream Doctor. Doctor on YouTube. Y'all know him. Shoot, I can't remember his name. Starts with an H. I wish somebody was in the room helping me right now. Then I get the answer. The Stream Doctor. YouTube. It's Alpha Gaming Channel. And what is his name? I can't remember his name. It's God, I can't remember his name. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but that's okay. I know it's the Alpha Gaming Channel. I'm trying to find his name, but it's the Alpha Gaming Channel. You know who the Stream Doctor is. Starts at H. I can't think of his name. I'm so bad with names. Don't get mad at me, man. But this guy will tell you the same thing I'm trying to get across to you, that we need a place to really market these streams. Now, I know a lot of you are all in all these platforms, but I don't see you really marketing your streams like you should, because you're constantly in your streams. You have a team of people that you've just gotten involved in. And this is what I do. I'm a media consultant. Most of the people that I've been abreast to that are really growing their streams, you have a team of people involved, and they are your moderators. They are your administrators. I know you like them being involved in your parts, but you should get them involved in your marketing a little bit more as well. And what I mean by that is get them involved in being a part of your YouTube channel. Give them privilege to be intertwined with. They're your community. They're with you there all the time. You all are gaming all the time. I spent hours these past few weeks just watching nothing but streams to try to understand the community a little bit better. And the community is just like the communities that I've been a part of since I want to date myself a little bit more. Yahoo chat, you know what I mean? Yah Elite. You know what I mean? We had communities back then it was just voice chat, but we spent hours and days and hours talking in these communities, building up these friendships, building up these lifelines, building up these names that Dr. Mario stood out. Why did Dr. Mario stand out? And why did I go by Doc Rio now? Because Dr. Mario was my handle for so long back in early 80 and late 80, which late 80s, early 90s. I'm really dating myself. Early 90s, and when 95 hit, I had that Dr. Mario name, Yahoo original OG. I took it from somebody, but I had it. I still got it. Actually, I still own it. It still is my Yahoo major name, Dr. Mario, and it still attaches to it did attach to what was that app? Starts with an F. See, I'm so bad with names. It did attach to one of those apps that we have that I share stuff to all the time, or used to share stuff to, until they locked me out because they just got I didn't want to pay for it. They locked me out and reduced the amount of photos I could add to it. Flickr. I couldn't even get to it. Flickr. Yeah, Flickr. Flickr was connected through Yahoo, and my whole Yahoo account, the reason why it's Dr. Mario, or, because it was actually one of my other names, which was pretty bad. So I had to take that name off, because that was the name that I used to use all the time for my gaming. I mean, my community. And it was because that community was a little bit different. And so I had Dr. Mario and I had that other name, and I am so sure. So anybody from that old industry who knows Wanna is all I'm going to say about that name, because it was nasty after that. So we're going to keep that just the way it is, because we're on Mixer, and I like this community. This community is all about cleanliness. It's all about, it's all about being a part of this community. I know we cuss, some of us cuss, and that's why I'm on 18 and over broadcast. And some of us, I should actually turn this down because I'm not on an 18 and over broadcast right now. This is a pretty much a worldwide broadcast. This is a family friendly broadcast right now. So I want to make sure that anybody who wants to come into this one can come into this one and hear a little bit more about what I have to say about the streaming community. The streaming community needs, as Alpha Gaming Channel has been promoting. They just promoted the other day. I was like, wait a minute, I'm actually seeing current stuff by the Alpha Gaming Channel. I must have been watching a little bit too much of it through my binge watching, because I let it roll on YouTube on my Roku. Sometimes it just rolls through different stuff, and I'm like, wow. So he was talking about we need to be able to promote ourselves more. We need to be able to promote ourselves so much more that if we promote ourselves properly, that we can get our shows from Mixer shown out to more people in the community. And I mean, more people in the World Wide Web community, because Mixer specifically, I don't want to really talk about Twitch. He was talking about Twitch and Mixer. I really want to focus on Mixer because of this community and how people are just so, they're just so great in this community. I mean, people just have the greatest energy in this community. So, I specifically want to focus on the mixer community because we need to get together and we need to actually promote each other more, not just by promoting each other through channel, by hosting each other's channels. We need to promote each other more by also helping each other share each other's content. You know what I mean? When we say go to somebody's channel, say go to their channel and look at some of the stuff that they have in their description. Look at some of their streams, look at some of their clips. We need to talk about stuff like that. And we need to actually share each other's clips. You know what I mean? I know we like to share stuff for our own community, but if we see something in somebody else's community that we really like, we need to play their clip. Play their clip on our screen while we're on the screen. We're still in our community. It's still our people, but we're sharing other people in the community because you know why? There are some times when some of us are just not on and people just want to see something that they like, be accustomed to somebody that they want to be attached to. And that's what happens. We get attached to the people that we're communicating with, and we get attached to the gamers that we're involved with. And when we're attached to those gamers, wow, it's like being a part of that family. We want to be close to them and other gamers that act like them and give that community vibe like them. And so what happens when you're not on is we look for people like that, and we end up like searching for people that don't kind of click that way. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody in this community is great. I haven't really ran into anybody who's really nasty in this community. And yeah, there are some people who are probably nasty in this community, but I haven't really ran into them. And the people that I've run into really make me feel great for being a streamer right now. They make me feel great for being a web show host right now. They make me feel great that I can come up with a variety idea. And I'm telling you, I'm going to come up with a variety idea. One day you might hear me reading from, not reading from, but coming from scenes from a script. One day you might see me gaming Grand Theft Auto or building in Fortnite, or you might see me with my Oculus Quest on and actually shooting stuff in Sirento VR or Super Hot or Space Pirate Trainer or something. You might see me flying through the air. You know, you might see it's going to be a double screen. So I'm going to fix that up and get it to where we have this perfect. I got a green screen, Elgato green screen sitting right here waiting for us to really get into this. All right. So I'm not playing when I say I'm coming to the mixer community. I'm really getting into it. And I want to help other streamers get to the next level. I got a new gaming chair too, because I want to get rid of this old office chair, this old beast. That's probably the reason why I got cubital syndrome right now and have problems with my shoulders and can only play for a certain amount of time before my shoulders give out and they put me down. You know what I mean? Getting old, but I still got a lot right here. I want to make sure that some of that is out in the community. Some of that gets out in the community to a point where I help people get to the next level. VR, XR, and gaming is the next level. XR is the next level. Gaming is taking it to that next level, folks. And if you don't understand that just yet, if you don't feel that just yet in your life, if you don't feel that just yet in your community, if you don't feel that just yet in your presence, in your neighborhood, then you need to start feeling that. And you need to know that you're on the front lines. If you're on Mixer right now, you're on the front lines of gaming. Just like I used to be on the front lines of skateboarding. I've seen it happen. I was on the front lines skating with Tony Hawk. You know, he let us use his pool back in those days. He was like, yeah, come on down and come to the pool. Now this cop has taught me how to ollie higher. All right. I had people like Steve Caballero, the Bones Brigade, all around me at all times. You know what I mean? And Circle Skates, they helped us out with Bronze Age and helped us go to the next level with wow, I can't think of the freaking the actual all of a sudden I'm losing names right now. But Bronze Age came around and sponsored my friends and sponsored some of us. And then after Bronze Age sponsored us, then we did, I can't think of his trucks, but you all know him. And if I said his name, you'd actually trip out. He started at Bronze Age Circle Skates right here in Los Angeles. And his trucks became the best trucks. I mean, the best truck bolts ever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he sponsored a few of my friends and gave us free stuff. So I figured I was sponsored by him, but I sucked because they give me a free board and I break them all the time. I say I sucked, but I was enough able to go in and compete here and there. So if I was able to go in and compete and be around these folks, I must have had something going on, but I was just an average skater. You know what I mean? I did a lot of street skating. Every once in a while I did some vert skating, but vert really was not all the cup of tea because I would hurt myself a lot on vert. You know what I mean? I got 2 busted shins from those years and several different things that I went through because of it. So, but I mean, you got to understand, when I was on the front line of this, I saw the evolution. I saw the evolution of video chat. Video chat from when 1995, when we used to use that Microsoft program that allowed us to video chat to anybody, and we were one-on-one video chat. I saw that evolution become something of video chat to voice chat, and I saw voice chat take on the evolution from Yahoo on to becoming stuff like, well, let's talk about it. MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, sharing, where people be able to share stuff. This whole evolution, the music evolution of CD Baby now becoming Apple Music, becoming Spotify, these whole realms of where music has evolved. Well, digital media is going that same way. I've worked in film and television where we did stuff like we shot on film cameras. Then I started bringing in digital cameras. And then we worked with Universal Music Group. Man, I was contracted by Universal Music Group to do nothing but music videos and press kits, to where we came in at the very beginning with press kit video content that was almost as good as the stuff that they were shooting on film. So what happened? Well, Universal Music Group said, we can start lowering the price. And we were working with them, and we weren't doing any better by not raising our prices. We should have been inviting more concepts to come in and developing more and taking control of what was YouTube at the time. And we had control of taking stuff from Universal and putting it on YouTube through our name, through our business. And we didn't catch on to that. We could have really took advantage of this and became these pioneers on YouTube. But that was around the time that I left the industry, and had a 5-year gap by contract that I could not do anything in this industry, could not compete, or non-disclosure, no complete, non-disclose. That means I couldn't do anything. I went into developing more websites for other people, fixing computers, back to fixing computers and developing web content, where I stepped away from things. And so people wonder, how do you have this experience in multimedia? Well, I got 10 years straight of film and television experience. I've got 15, from the time I was 8 years old to the time I was, I haven't stopped when it comes to music. I started in music. I grew up in music from the time I was like 7 or 8 years old. I was a professional musician most of my life. So I know music, and I went to the music schools that taught us when people didn't understand. Wow, Cakewalk was the first program ever. We understood Cakewalk in high school. All right. Cubase was just starting to come out. All right. So I've been through these evolutions of programs and products, and I've seen them. I've gone from learning Pro Tools, learning Final Cut, learning Flash when it was Macromedia Flash, and seeing it become Adobe. All right. I've been in the evolution of learning this. I actually got an A in the Flash class because I knew more about Macromedia Flash MX before the professor. He didn't even have MX. I had MX before he did, and I was already being certified in it by Flash, by Macromedia. So I was working through all this stuff, and you can see it in my transcript. It's in my Santa Monica College transcripts, so I ain't lying about that. And then I went through this whole, I think I got a B because I didn't show up to the last few classes or something like that. And then I went through all these other, yeah, I didn't even have to test out of it. He was like, man, this guy knows more than I do. So, I went through all these processes throughout the scenarios, and then tested in Photoshop, tested in Premiere Pro, learn more about Audition. I don't know if there's a test for it, but I was with Audition ever since it came out because it used to be called Soundtrack, and I hated Soundtrack. And then when Audition came out, I was like, oh, this is different because it included some effects things that I needed that Pro Tools had that I couldn't afford to keep buying from Pro Tools. And so as a developer, for me, because I wasn't working in film and television anymore, I was working web and doing websites. When you're doing websites and doing stuff for that kind of people, it's hard work. It is really hard work because people don't want to pay you when you develop websites, and they don't understand the concept of the technology involved. And so I was trying all kind of means, and I had all kind of apps. I got a developer account with Digital Juice. I got a developer account with Divi, because Divi used to have Joomla apps. Now they went into more WordPress apps, and I switched over from Joomla to WordPress. WordPress is so much better for me, and I'm deep into Divi now. Elegant Themes, excuse me, I said Elegant Themes. I have a developer account with Elegant Themes. I have a developer account with a whole bunch of different companies for that reason, because I've been going through this evolution of multimedia, trying to see where it goes and trying to stay up with it and living off of this evolution. Don't get me wrong, I've been living off of this evolution, and I want to continue to live off this evolution. But something that Grant Cardone has put into my heart, the fact that people are, when we talk about laziness, Grant Cardone has brought me back to this idea that we are all lazy. We all see all the stuff that we have to get done, and we all think that we can't get it done. We can. It's hard. It takes perseverance. It takes time, and it takes effort. I know that I'm supposed to have all this stuff set up for my stream, but you know what? Press record. Don't waste time trying to figure out how to set all this stuff up. Press record. And if you want to know lessons on how to get some of this stuff set up, I'm going to be building lessons stream by stream. Sometimes I'm going to be coming in with tips and tutorials, telling you how to get your stuff set up, from setting it up on the Xbox to setting up a new computer to setting up different stuff. I'm going to have all this stuff out there on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I'm going to be sharing it throughout this time. And so Mixer is where I'm doing my broadcast right now, my live broadcast. I love Doc Rio Radio. And Mixer opens up that world that I can come in Doc Rio Radio, sometimes even come and play some guitar, do some variety stuff. As you see, there's 2 guitars back there, a keyboard, 3 guitars back there. I forgot about the one on the wall that doesn't work anymore. That's from a film where I was a one-man band and had to play a guitar, trumpet, had a big bass drum on my back, and had a harmonica in front of my face. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been involved in throughout the years, and I want to make sure I bring it back to you. You know, and I mean, Digital Juice is a way that people can bring out the ability to use different tools. And if you don't know what Digital Juice is, I say go ahead and check digitaljuice.com and see where you can pull out different tools that you can use for future wrestlers. I haven't used any of them yet for this particular show, but I will continue to develop stuff that is similar to it, because I make most of my own stuff. This particular show, as you can probably see on the map over here, I'm actually using what's already in Lightstream, because I'm testing Lightstream. It's in this beta version, and I'm loving it. I'd love to actually, you know, some people are like, I'd love to be a Streamlabs representative. I'd love to be a Lightstream representative. This is a great program. I am not using my computer to stream except for this webcam, which I can actually link up a webcam to my Xbox and use that actual Xbox to stream. Now, if I wanted to use another computer, I could do that too and keep the weight off my computer, or I could stream from my computer, whatever I want to do. It's just so flexible, and Lightstream handles mostly everything. It collects it from Mixer, and it seems to be a Mixer partner. I don't even know if I need to see the history of this company. They may be related to Mixer. I don't know. The great company, great device. I love it. So with that being said, I'm going to go back to the big screen, which is probably 2003 dot matrix pixelated, but I'm here. I'm here until my webcam comes in by next week. It'll be here within a week. So stay tuned for that. I'll be using probably the C920S. I think that's what I ordered, just to keep it simple, with the flip top cam, flip top cover. You can find it on Amazon, and I'll make sure I post it in the description below for those who watch the replay of this Doc Rio Rants on YouTube. This is usually a Doc Rio Rants for digital media marketers, but I find that The folks on Mixer are doing a better job at digital media marketing than some of the people are doing out there in the real world. And then on the reverse tip, I find that they're doing some things that people aren't doing out here in Mixer. So there's got to be a convergence, and this convergence is going to be big. I'm excited. I'm like super excited about this convergence because it's going to include XR. It's going to include programs like Mixer, live streaming like Mixer, game streaming like Mixer, and it's going to include marketing, real life marketing with web marketing. And it's going to be in a convergence that's going to be in front of those major corporations. These major corporations are going to be spending millions of dollars to knock you out of YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all this marketing. They're going to push you back. You're not going to get as much Facebook marketing as you think you would. But with this digital convergence, you're going to be able to get much more of that digital media marketing. You're going to be able to push to the next level, go to the 10x, to the 20x, to the 30x, to the 40x. And I believe this. I really, truly believe this. I see it coming, and I've seen it happen. And I know now. I'm so excited because I for years thought I missed my boat. I think this is my boat right here. You know, I done lost a tooth, got a tooth knocked out by hitting it on something, I fell through a glass table and it broke that tooth, and I haven't been able to fix it. And it's in such a weird place, and it's gone. I lost a tooth and all these things, and I'm just waiting. I've been waiting for my opportunity while going back to school, and I've been seeing open doors, but things have been saying, nah, that's not just it. It's not exactly what I want. I've been waiting for what I've been seeing in my dreams years ago. 20 years ago, I've been seeing a future that I thought I would never be involved in. I thought I was going to die when I was 21, so I thought I would never be involved in this future that I was dreaming about. Now I see it. I see it here. We got the tricorders. We got we got the we got the Jetson vehicles. You know what I'm saying? We got Jetson vehicles. We got Jetson bikes already. Dubai got them on the cops. Hover bikes. We got cars. We got Teslas that can actually almost drive themselves. Almost always drive themselves. Come on. They can drive themselves, but not legally yet. But we got all this stuff ready for us here today. I'm living at it. One day I'm going to be actually on that hoverboard like you see on my little character. Wait, listen. You can't go to my character. Can I go to my character? Can I go to my character? Can I go to my character? My character's on a hoverboard. On Xbox. And we're going to have those hoverboards, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm on a scooter that I love all the time. That's probably the reason why I got more pain in my arthritis and more pain in my my trigger finger. This grip right here, gripping. I probably gave myself more cubital syndrome because I had to. I lost my car, had issues with my car in April, and by May I got another car. But for a month straight, I rode that scooter 8 miles a day to my class and work at California State University last semester. I have gone through the worst of it. I'm burnt out. So when people say, hey, you got senioritis? Yeah, I'm tired. I've been pushing for more years than that. I got 3-4 degrees trying to go for a 5th degree, and I'm going to be going for a 6th and a 7th degree. Okay. So master's and PhD. So I am really, really looking forward to continually educating people in this realm. You're going to see RioWare. You're going to see Rio Bucks. Yes, I'm going to be offering Rio Bucks right here. I've talked to my business partner, which is Rich Bucks. This is Doc Rio, and Rich Bucks. We've been working together for a little bit of time since I've gotten back from that computer world and saying, okay, I can get back into music. And then I got past my 5-year mark, and then I was like, yeah, let's get in. Let's dig in. I started Doc Rio TV with people like Rio Bucks, Rich Bucks, Edric Stitz, Louis Vidot, Jordan Barnes. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I'm forgetting some names here. You know what I'm saying? I'm forgetting my Marine here. I'm gonna leave him off the lot because he ain't been saying what's up. No, that's Blake. You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't forgetting Blake. You know what I'm saying? But that was the core crew right there. Then we started to get some other people like, you know what I'm saying? Keith Burden. Keith Burden brought his brother in, homie. I forget his brother's name. His brother's got like this magnificent name, homie. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Nugs Loco up in there. And then we also got what was that kid's name? That kid's name, Woo, that kid, whoa, that kid was sparkling for a little bit there. But his rhymes were the same. Legacy. Legacy was that kid's name. That's the kid's name was Legacy. But I'm trying to remember his real name. His name, oh man, can't remember it. But we had a lot of people come through. A lot of people just come through, do music all the time. And I turned it into video. I took it from Louis V. rapping about us his shout out track, that's basically his shout out track, rapping about all of us, to going into the hot box, to going into in the hot box, to going to dropping the hot box name, to going in the hot box so it wasn't so risky, and then still getting cut from YouTube through ad apocalypse and still being held. YouTube is still holding me. I won't give up the account. I'm stubborn. It's my account. Why should I give up the account? Why should I have to start a new account to keep the following that I've had since then? I shouldn't have to. Over something I don't even know. They're talking about me clicking. I had like 10 computers in my apartment. Somebody else might have clicked the ad. I had a lot of people in my apartment. I still got 10 computers in my apartment. You know what I mean? So when you talk about how many devices I have, and now they're all Macs. Used to be I had 10 computers between Macs and PCs. Now I got 10 Macs in my apartment. I done rotated out since 2011, 2012, and 2013 to 2019. So, this is a whole scenario. I got one PC, no, two PC. I got a Unix PC, and I got a Windows 7 PC sitting over here. But I need to upgrade. That was my 2000, and when it upgraded to Windows 7, I didn't like it. So I'm going to have to upgrade that one to Windows 10, but I'm not going to do that. I'm basically going to take the hard drives that's in it and run them into the new computer. So I don't have to worry about that. Just data. Use them as backups as data, because they're one's full, one's half empty, and they're Windows ready. You know what I mean? So I know where to take this next level to for me, and I know what I can actually do. I know where I can break things into the new media, but it's a matter of testing. It's a matter of learning more how to read the audience. The audience is shifting. The audience is shifting to more content where they want to see you live like this. I know, because I'm that audience. They want to binge watch you. And if they're wanting to binge watch us, they have to have a platform to binge watch us. They can get a little bit on YouTube. They can get a little bit on Twitter. They can get a little bit on Instagram. They can get a little bit on Facebook, but they want to binge watch it here. And so when I hear people telling me, oh yeah, I don't really go on Twitter because there's too much drama. I know what you're saying, bro. I know. Don't go for the drama. Talk about other stuff. You ain't got to talk about the drama. Just ignore the drama. Talk about some good stuff. Put some positivity in that area. Put some positivity out there, bro. I know what you're talking about. When I talk about people who don't go on Facebook because it's for old people. Well, some old people playing this game too. The other day, I heard somebody else 50 years old. If you want to market your channel, you want more followers, you want more subscribers, get out there on every single channel and put it out there. I mean, there ain't no need for you to be sitting back here talking about, oh yeah, I don't like this channel, but I want to build my community. I really love my community. I want to build. And I know you get burnt out. Don't get me wrong. We all get burnt out. Today, somebody was sick, and I won't mention their name because they're good soul. They was trying really hard, even though they was sick, trying really hard. I shouldn't mention their name because they good peeps twice. She was trying really hard to stay on her channel. She's going to come back probably tonight and probably jump back on because she loves her fans. She loves her community. And she's sick. She can't help it. Her body's telling her, shut down, lay down, go to sleep, do your thing. Need to take a break from the screen. But she's trying to be there for her community because her heart's in it. Not for the gaming, not just for the gaming, but for the people that are in there supporting her. And I know that some of our other friends are the same way. Some of the other people that I've met on here are exactly the same way. And I know that it's like, okay, I don't want to be in that community because it's so toxic. I get it. Toxic communities make you feel nasty. Hey, real Nyla. Thanks for follow. Toxic communities make you feel nasty. Toxic communities make you feel like you're gonna die, and you just don't want to play the game no more, and you just want to get away from the game, and you just want to get upset. I get it. I understand. And that is one thing that we're all trying to avoid. We're trying to get away from those toxic communities, and that's what Mixer to me is branched off into being this community of nothing but love and respect. And so I understand why my buddy said, hey, you know what? I don't want to be on Twitter because they toxic there. But so what? be there and be the difference. Be there and be the change in that community. Go out there and be like, okay, I'm going to ignore all this toxic stuff. I'm going to put motivational stuff out on Monday. On Tuesday, like I do, I'm going to put out Tuesday thoughts. Hey, thank you for the sparks, real Nyla. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm going to put out some love in my community, because there's people out there that are waiting for your love. You know, they're in your Discord. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I haven't even set up my Discord. I'm just getting it set up today. I'm just getting everything set up because this is only my third week on Mixer. I had another character and I just kind of dropped it. I was just a random name, but this week last week I put my name on, and I went through a week of going through Mixer, and this is the start of my real third week on Mixer. So I've been doing research, and I really like it. I mean, people have treated me with nothing but respect. They've come and they shared love, and I'm going to set up my community with games and contests and all kind of things, so I can either web talk, or like you see here where I'm still in the game of Grand Theft Auto right now on the screen, or I could be playing the game on screen. And you know what I mean? I've already got my supported Doc Rio code. I can play I like to build in Fortnite, so I'm gonna be doing that as well. So there's a few different things that I'm gonna be doing, and I got a webcam coming. I got parts and stuff coming because I have a studio, so I know what it takes to start developing that. But I want to continue about this talk about we getting lazy when it comes to digital media. All right, I wanted to get a new Xbox. All right, not a new Xbox. I want to get a used Xbox with some games. And I went on Let Go. Let Go. If you don't know what Let Go is, it's an app. It's great. It's a great app, right? It lets you go into a community, right? You can go into Let Go right here. You can go into your local community. And when you're in your local community, here's how the app, the logo looks, if you can see that. Probably have to turn it down. But if you're in that local community, you can sit there in that local community and scroll through different things, right? You can scroll. It's not really letting you. You can scroll through different things. You can search for different things. So I searched Xbox, and I put a distance. First, I messed up and didn't put a distance, and I had stuff all the way down in Long Beach. I'm in the valley. I don't want to drive to Long Beach for an Xbox. That just seems. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, real Nyla. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I will keep it going like that and keep coming around, because, you know, I'm gonna try to do it 3 days a week in between classes and work, and make sure I have at least 3 days a week. That way I can do the minimum for Mixer to become a Mixer partner. Whether or not they accept me as a Mixer partner, that's a whole nother story, you know. But I've already gotten my EA partnership, and I'm doing some other stuff. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's Doc Rio TV. It looks just like this. Oh, let me grab you the link. Yeah, that just makes it easier if I just grab you the link. See, I haven't set up everything yet. So, and I usually do multimedia consulting stuff. So that's why I'm talking about it right now and trying to make sure I share this kind of information with this community, because I want this community to grow. I see that it can grow, and I see that we're on the cusp of making it grow. Everybody involved in this community now. Oops. As my channel's trying to talk. Yeah, as my channel's trying to talk, as you see, it's already talking on my laptop over here. All right, let me get back to where you're at. And I'm glad that Lightstream lets me chat from the chat box. I can see what they're doing, and I could give you the link just like that. There's my Doc Rio TV channel. You can also follow me. It's down in the bottom on Mixer as well. You can also follow me on my my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook if you like. I accept all people who I run into that are communicating with me directly. All right, I see you there. But I know I haven't set up the rules yet. I appreciate it. I haven't set up the rules yet, so I'm not going to ban you for that one. But yes, I'd like it if you not share your links here. I try not to share mine. I'm only going to share them if people ask. You know, I mean, I'm not going to try to bombard it with a bot sharing my links either. Although, if I get sponsored, what's probably going to happen is they're probably going to tell me that I need to share certain links at a certain amount of time. I don't know what the stipulations are, but my goal is to give you the less advertising as possible in Mixer. You know, I mean, as a non-pro user, I'm a pro user, so you know, I mean, cutest Pangolian pet rolls in the mud. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. I mean, I get the statement, but I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I don't get why you're saying it. So, and I don't get why you want me to react. But it's all good. That's what I was saying about your link. That's what I was actually talking directly to you, to Colin Jankovic. I was just saying, I haven't set up the rules yet, but definitely please, please don't share links. I'm gonna try not to share too many links. But as I get in the rules, that's gonna definitely be running our rules. No links in the chat. Otherwise you get a timeout. And so it's just, for the community, so people can talk and chat. Yeah. I like people to be able to chat in the community, and I like people to be able to discuss what their feelings and their emotions are. We want to keep this community open. We don't want any harassment. We don't want any sexual talk. We don't want any racism. We don't want, we just want love. It's a mixed community rules. So I'm going to be putting those in the rules below. I just haven't set them up yet. Like I said, I'm new to this, and I was in the middle of doing Grand Theft Auto, which is not really for teens. So I shut it off and jumped in the teen chat. And so why are you bother? Or I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I explain, because I haven't typed it out yet. So, I think it's important. And that's one of the things the mixer community was talking to us about, being welcoming to everybody in the community. There's a lot of love in this community. So I want to keep that love. So, I see a lot of these companies, like I was actually talking to people on Let Go, get back to the Let Go. I was talking to people on Let Go, and I was asking them, I asked about 100 different people. Hey, you want to sell this? You want to sell this? And some people were really rude. The first thing I realize is that if I don't answer a person for a certain amount of time and they ask me, hey, a discount or something because of a distance, I would probably be more respectful. If I really want that sale, I'm probably going to be more respectful. I had a person tell me, no, this is the price and you're going to come to me. Instead of saying, oh man, I can't do that, but this is the price. We're firm on this price. That's just it. Thanks anyway. And so I was polite back. I was like, I understand. Have a great evening. Thanks anyway. You know what I mean? And went on to the next person, because I got the power. You know what I mean? I'm the buyer. You trying to sell me something. You know what I mean? I know this. I understand this as a salesman. As Grant Cardone tell you, sell or be sold. Look on the wall. It says sell or be sold. It says obsessed. And behind me in the green, it says, who's got my money? Why does it say that? Why does it say that? Because I follow what he's saying. Yes, sales people do have power, but you have power to influence. But you're not going to make somebody buy something that they don't want to buy. It's just not going to happen that way. If they don't want to buy it, they're not going to buy it. So if somebody's coming to you and you're a salesperson and you're marketing something and you're sharing something on your channel and you're marketing it, they're not going to buy it unless they really like it, unless they care about it, unless they feel some kind of connection to it, and if they feel some kind of connection to it, they have to have some kind of connection to you. And so Grant Cardone talks about this all the time. Don't sell something you don't believe in. Why? Because once you sell something you don't believe in, what happens is people, you don't like it, they don't like it, then something falls apart, and then now you're associated with that product that they don't like. So now you've lost that lead, you lost that person, you lost that community. I hear all the time people talk about leads, and I've used it a lot of times too, but a lead, to me, I don't like that idea. Leads are not something to hold on to. What'd you say? Do you want to buy some used secondhand tea bags? No, I don't need no tea bags right now. That's a good one. But no, a community is something that you want to be involved in, not a lead. You don't want leads. You want people that are around you, that experience things with you, that talk with you, that communicate with you, that joke with you about wanting to buy some used tea bags. You know what I mean? You want that kind of connection. You don't want to have people who are like robotic, And so this whole understanding of getting it to the next level has to do with being cool with the people you're selling products to as well. And the people on Let Go either were taking days to answer. Like, it took 3 days. I'm still getting messages today from people that I asked 3 days ago about an Xbox. 3 days ago. If you really want to sell something, like Grant Cardone says, be right on it. You got to be answering 48 hours. The average person takes 48 hours for them to contact a sales lead. Why does it take 48 hours in the digital media era? when we're getting lazy for using our digital media for too much. We're getting way too lazy for using it too much, right? But why does it take so long to respond back to a client? Yeah, and that's what ended up happening. The same person that I found on OfferUp was the same person on Let Go, but he responded faster on OfferUp. No, excuse me. No, two people responded faster on OfferUp. The one on Let Go, I had just talked to him the night before. And so that's who I got it from the one on Let Go. But yeah, OfferUp and Let Go, same person. I responded to one person on Let Go, and then on OfferUp, I talked to them, and then they responded on OfferUp, but they didn't respond on Let Go. Didn't make any sense. I didn't know what to do. So, and I think that has something to do with they want to make sure that your money goes through on OfferUp the way it works. I was paying cash. I didn't want to do it on my credit card. I wanted to meet the person, pay him cash. Hey, it's a good deal for both of us. I paid $100 for an Xbox. I got Just Dance 2017, which is unopened, but no, I got Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. But I already have Microsoft Game Pass, so I've got all other games too. Plus, there were games already in it. Assassin's Creed, so I got the Assassin's Creed set. I got the NFL set, the EA game set. So I got a whole bunch of stuff with it for $100. And it just so happens that he's helping a buddy out. You know what I'm saying? A buddy needs some money. He's helping a buddy out. Yeah, I was going to pay $200. Actually, one of the people that was tripping on me, they had it for $220. I said, hey, since I'm driving to you, and I was thinking like, okay, what if I was taking an Uber and I want to go pick this up? I'm driving though. I have a car, but what if I was taking an Uber and I want to go pick this up? It's going to cost me $40 to take an Uber to their house to go get it to come back. So split the difference. How about I pay you $200 and you take 20 off of it, and I'll go ahead and get that Xbox from you. You know, I'll come pick it up tonight. I said tonight, like it's 8:00 at night. I'm like, I'll come and get it tonight. Right. And they were like, no, this is the price. Da, 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 da. You come to me and this is what you pay. I was like, oh, wow, that's cold. That's really cold. So you really don't want to sell that Xbox is what you're telling me. All right. See you soon. Thank you. Have a great day. You know what I mean? I didn't get mad about it because there was 100 people trying to sell an Xbox. I just happened to get lucky that the one of the people who didn't answer that night answered me the next morning and said, yeah, it's still available. And it wasn't his, and he was trying to sell it, get rid of it from his buddy, you know, for his buddy, you know what I mean? And it just worked out that way. And I met a good person that I'm going to work with through some other stuff because he's a filmmaker, a grip and all that. You got yours this morning? Yeah. So I got mine yesterday morning. So you know what I mean? So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was, you know, because I'm used to doing PC stuff. And now I didn't even realize until last night that I could use my, for Fortnite, that I could use my keyboard and mouse on the Xbox for Fortnite. So I'm doing that too. So I was like, oh, cool. So I don't have to try to learn this Xbox controller. Yeah, I'm going to play 2K or Madden. Look, honestly, I used to play Madden all the time. I got PS2 and I got an old Xbox over there. I used to play all those games all the time. I like driving games and I like golf games. And I like sports games, right? So I stopped playing video games in about 2011. I didn't want to, except for World of Warcraft. I was playing World of Warcraft on PC. That's when I started getting really into PC gaming, World of Warcraft, League of Legends, stuff like that. So I started playing consoles. And then now I've just upgraded Xbox One. So I finally got back into consoles. And now I'm like, yeah, I want to start playing Madden. I want to go back to the old school. So I'm going to have to learn this Xbox controller or one of these Xbox controllers here. That was another thing. I got 2 controllers with it. So, and I'm going to have to play with my neighbors. I know they play all the time. And some of the kids in the neighborhood that are constantly playing. I got a couple of kids that play Fortnite and different stuff in the neighborhood. And I'm going to be talking with them, you know, hey, y'all want to come on and play the Xbox? You know, if their parents will let them. I don't want them to think I'm kind of some weirdo. Weirdo, you know, I mean, they all know me, but you know what I mean? And see if we can play, and I'll get on the screen and they can sit over on the side and we can have competitions or whatever, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So I don't want to do anything that would violate their ability to be a youth, you know, and I will try to not to play 18 and over stuff, mature content with them. I'll try to play, you know, a little less mature. Call of Duty is a more mature content, so it'd have to be stuff like Fortnite if they want to play with the Xbox, or it would have to be like Forza or some car driving, some other kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I want to play some Madden with him. Play some Madden, some NBA. I got Madden and NBA. I got all that. So I'm ready. And I got to get me some new. These are my Sennheisers, but these are my studio Sennheisers for recording music and recording other stuff. So I need to get some. Yeah, I do podcasts. I do. This is actually why I'm here right now. This is actually for my podcast, my weekly podcast. I spent the last week off because school started, and I started my new weekly podcast, which is talking about digital media. But I'm in a convergence where we're coming to Mixer. And so for my audience that gets my podcast, that's going to go on my website, which is, here you go. On my website, I have a podcast that I've been doing every weekly, and it goes into my live stream, which I'm going to hook up how to connect my live audio radio stream to this in the future, so that it can be, if people want to hear it in on their radio devices and want to hear it at the same time that I'm streaming here on Mixer. I'm trying to figure that out now. Everything's step by step, but it's all a small voyage here. So I'm trying to figure that out as I'm trying to figure out how to mod myself too. And for some reason, I guess I can't mod myself. I don't know. I tried to figure that out, but it's not working because I'm not green. Yeah, I'm still white. So I have to figure that out in the future. But yeah, I'm definitely going to continue this podcast. This podcast is going to be repeated it's actually late. It was supposed to be this week, and I've skipped because I've been researching. So I've taken 2 weeks off my podcast, and then I'm going back on hard charging every week. It's an audio podcast on digital media marketing, and it talks about some of the things that businesses, streamers, small brand owners, and everything should do on their websites and while they're streaming their media, and some of the tools that they need. I go to school for electronic media management, cinema and television electronic media management. So this is my cup of tea, and I spent most of my life in film, television, electronic media. So this is like really my wheelhouse, and I've always been the one that's been on the cusp of the changes, and a lot of times I've stopped. I haven't had the persistence to keep going through those cusp of those changes, and this time I'm just like, no. This is that moment of my life where I need to keep pushing, keep going to the next level. And what is that tangled up over there? I see a wire over there. Is that my mixer? Yeah, that's my mixer right next to that Mac. Got a little mixer that I use instead of a little Behringer mixer instead of a sound card on those Macs and stuff. But yeah, this whole idea for me is that I've got all this info to share. And part of the reason why I stopped film and television when I was on the climb is because I didn't find joy in it anymore. As Brene Brown says in The Gifts of Imperfection, I didn't know how to cultivate meaningful work in the field. I was actually, I will be selling merchandise and all that. I do sell some merchandise, but I'm in a change up on how that's going to go. But yeah, I do advertise or I am a Amazon reseller, or Amazon associate, should I say. So I do point out different books and stuff as well. But in The Gifts of Imperfection, this is something I did a presentation at CSUN for Student Summit. Student Summit is when all the student employees for the University Student Union, which are like 1,000 of them, get together and they go through training for a whole day, and they break off into break-off workshops. And so we had 3 sets of these break-off workshops where we went over our section, which is all about the gifts of imperfection, cultivating meaningful work, letting go of self-doubt and supposed to. And so I presented this with my my boss at the Veterans Resource Center at California State University, Northridge, which is where I work part-time until the end of the semester. But at the same time, we got together and we discussed all kind of things that have to do with, what people go through when it comes to self-doubt and supposed to. I've had a lot of it too. People don't think, I said this in another podcast, but people don't think that the people who stand in the limelight or in front of the camera or who have led groups of people don't have self-doubt, and they don't have, these these biases about the way they're supposed to think, or think that they're supposed to be, that they don't have fear, that they don't have doubt that they can do or get to the next level. But be honest with you, we have the biggest self-doubt. That's the reason why we're pushing so hard, because we have to push over that hump. And when we push over that hump, we have to do something extravagantly large in order to make it happen. And so there's a lot of fear in our life too, but we're working through it. And by working through it, we actually show others how to work through it. And that's what community is all about. And that's what this is all about. And that's why I'm like, we've been getting lazy. We've been getting lazy about how we use digital media, because we need to be sharing as much as possible. We need to be, I like to call it cannibalizing our business, but somebody referred to that the other day and told me that, what do I really mean by cannibalizing my business? I don't mean to tear apart a business. I mean by breaking off the pieces that are usable and taking them and reselling them. You're able to break it apart and resell your business in more fashions than just one. And just like I was talking about Ninja went from being the streamer who won Fortnite, but not just won Fortnite, but became one of the most popular streamers, I think one of the most popular streamers in the world. And from that point on, selling books. He cannibalized his business. His business was gaming. And he took that and went and wrote it down and turned it into more business for himself. Yeah, but that's where it starts. As Grant Cardone says, that's exactly where it starts. We all have to have a job. I work part-time at the Veterans Resource Center, serving other veterans. I've worked in several different jobs. That's your base job. But in your spare time, your hobbies, your goals, you can share those with other people. And that becomes something that somebody turns around and says, hey, I want to know more about that. And as they know more about that, they want to know more about you. And you're just honestly being yourself, giving a piece of yourself to people, like rapping. Yeah. And that becomes your secondary. And then you make your tertiary. So you have your primary, your secondary, and your tertiary businesses. And once you have all three of those businesses going, your primary is probably a job. Everybody's got to have a job. Anybody telling you, oh yeah, I'm in business for myself, but ain't got a job, they probably paying themselves to be a job, and they probably losing money. So even those people who have big businesses, they work for the board. They have a salary. That's a job. That's a job. Even though Jeff Bezos has a job for his own company, but he also has two separate businesses on the side that aren't Amazon. See what I'm saying? Amazon is his job. This is not just his business. So you take that rap and you take those lyrics, you take that music, and you put it out there for your community. Don't worry about, hey, I'm trying to be a big rapper on all this. No, put it out there for your local community, your friends, your people on Instagram, those people who want to be around you, who support you, and let that community grow. And then start doing other stuff. Hey, Lovejoy, I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in. But you get out there and you get involved with that community, just like you see these gamers here on Mixer. They're involved like I am with you all right now. I'm trying to be a part of your, trying to talk with you and be a part of your community, be friends with you. And as I'm being friends with you, I'm learning the things that you like, the things that you don't like, the things that you want to see. You do anything with music? Yeah. As you see, I got some music over here. I've actually worked with a producer who's got all kind of music. I actually need to sit down with him soon. I talked about, I need a beat. I'll come and play keys or whatever. I'll play guitar, play keys. I need a beat. So I actually want to put together some music with him because I want some stuff for this that is strictly our connection, which is Push Button Entertainment. So I love to be involved, have that stuff advertising here, and that way his beats are continually getting recognition, because that's our family, that's our community. And then, like I said, Jordan Barnes was part of Push Button Entertainment too. And so is Rich Bucks. He's part of Push Button Entertainment too. And that's why we have Real Bucks, which is, like I said, the monetary, like everybody's got their gyms, or they got their little monetary money tacos. If you go at Al Reggie's channel, if you're on some of these channels, you'll see their little monetary devices. So as long as Mixer allows me to get partnered, we get partnered, then I'll have those monetary devices, and they're going to be Real Bucks out there. I'm actually going to start them on Discord anyway, and as I'm building up my Discord I'm starting my Discord right now. So I'm transferring people who are from my Facebook, Instagram, all my social community into my Discord community as well as gaining new people like you all from Mixer. So that's what I'll be doing. And I'll probably be playing a song or two live right here on Mixer. I like to do that every once in a while, just because it just feels like something I should be doing. So, and so I write my own music. So if I do play something, I will probably play something that's soulful, that is open to public. If it's mature content, I'll make sure I put on the mature content. But if it's not mature content, I mean, if it's teen content, PG content, I will be playing it on here because I do have some stuff I want to share, especially a story that I'm writing. I'm writing the book. I'm having the book at the copywriters right now, but the story that I'm sharing is also a play into a movie, and it's also a play into where I want to get it to a video game eventually as well. So I've shared that on my YouTube channel. It's called the Nasu Chronicles Book of Scrolls. And so I'm there's a few different things that I've got in the works that I've been working on for the past, I want to say 20 years putting in work and just branching it out. And it seems like now is that time that all this stuff is going to converge and it's going to be the next thing. And so, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about when it came to the laziness due to digital media. And so I might actually jump into a stream soon of playing some kind of, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto. That means I have to put it back on 18 and over. And I'm not that good with Apex Legends yet. I'm still new to the Xbox. So I do want to get in with some people who are new to the Xbox as well, and get in with some people who are old to the Xbox and get in with gaming with those folks and get into a side community. Because like I said, we're going to be playing NFL, right? Real Nyla, we're going to be playing NFL 2K. Play 2K. 2K Madden 2K. And so, you know what I'm saying? Stick around. So I want to make sure I add you as a friend there, follow you a little bit there so we can play some Madden. So we'll get together. We'll get together once I'm got some stuff downloading still. I know you just got yours today as well. We got some stuff. I got some stuff downloaded from the Game Pass, which you can get 2 months of Xbox Game Pass for $2, and then after that it's $14.99. I took that deal. I couldn't help it. I took that deal. And so, as you see, if you're in Fortnite and you want to buy something off the Fortnite store, I also already have a supported creator code for Fortnite. It is DocRio. Simple as that. Real easy. I don't know what it's going to be for EA Games, if there is one for EA Games, but I'm also negotiating with them for the next level with them. And I'm finding out, excuse me, that is EA Games. Sorry, not EA Games. Activision. That's what I was trying to get on, Activision. Wow. EA Games. That's my EA Games supported creator code. So if you want to go over to anything on EA Games store, mainly the Fortnite game store, but because I know that's pretty much where everybody, but supported creator code, I'm pretty sure works on the EA Game Store. I need to really dig into some of that policy because it was like 2 hours after I applied, they went ahead and gave it to me. And I was like, wow, that was pretty fast. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see here, or finished applying, should I say, because it took, go 49ers. I'm down with the 49ers. Give it up to them 49ers. I almost didn't see that, because I'm usually looking at the other screen, which actually has your chat popping up on the other screen, but I almost didn't see that because I had something in front of my screen over chat for a second there. But yeah, go 49ers. I've been a 49ers fan since I was a little kid. My mother went to USC, and I was at this little school across the street from USC, which was a performing arts school. And while my mom did athletics, she used to do football games and stuff with different people at USC, including Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott just happened to used to babysit me. And so I became a 49ers fan early. As soon as I found out that Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, Joe Montana, all these fools were at the 49ers back in those days, I've been locked. I was never really into the Raiders. I'm in LA, never really into the Raiders. Rams. Wow. Kind of into Chargers, but that's my San Diego side. So, hey, Lovejoy, thanks for the follow. I appreciate the follow. But 49ers. That's always been my team. I haven't really been following football like I should, lately. College football, I've been in college football lately, so to be honest with you. But I haven't really been following football like I should. But we're about to start this fantasy football league at work, and I'm probably going to get involved a little bit and try to learn. I say that now, but I'm a little busy this semester with my fraternity, with work, with school classes, and extracurricular television stuff that's gonna be coming on, and then of course being broadcasting here, so I may not be able to really get into the fantasy football league like I want to. So I won't be winning anything this semester if we do one. That's basically what I'm saying. But and for all those people who are probably asking, I'm not married. Don't know why I do this. Really, only a finger really fits on, but I love it. I just wear it just because I'm used to always having something on this finger, and I couldn't fit this on this finger, and my mama gave it to me. So, I figure since I'm not married, I'm married to media. That's my media badge until somebody who, I don't want to say worthy because I don't feel like I'm worthy sometimes, but somebody who deems that I'm worthy to be their partner put something in there on that finger. So in the meantime, I'm married to media. I will live for media. I will breathe, eat, sleep electronic media. Manage it. I'm going back to USC. I didn't graduate before when I started, but I'm going back to USC after I get my degree in December. I'm getting my degree from California State University, Northridge in December, and I'm going back to USC to hopefully get into the Stark program. If I don't get into the Stark program, I'm just going to eventually jump back into the Master's in Fine Arts program there. And then from there, my next voyage is UCLA for a PhD in communications. Now, why do I have such lofty goals? Why do I want these particular goals? One, because I've been paying for school for a lot of years, and this is my last semester, and I just got service connected rating. So this service connected rating is going to allow me to pay for my master's degree. Might as well get it. Two, my nickname is Doc Rio, and although I have a doctorate in divinity, although I have a doctorate in divinity, I don't feel like it is a real degree unless it comes from a accredited university. So unless I went to Loyola Marymount and got a doctorate in divinity, I wouldn't feel like it's good. I have a doctorate in divinity from an online course that I went through years ago and became a reverend. So I am actually Reverend Dr. Mario Amir Lawson, DD. If you want to write it all out like that, but I wouldn't even go through all that because Doc Rio is Doc Rio, Mario with an E. So, and that's where the Doc Rio came from because people were calling me Rio for years. Doc Rio. I was Dr. Mario for a long time on digital eras, but I am Doc Rio, Mario. That's me. Not afraid of showing who myself is because it's all over the web. You put up Doc Rio, you'll find me. It's trademarked under my name because of my business in multimedia consulting, and Doc Rio is listed as my name all over. So it's synonymous with me, Mareo Lawson. So Mario Amir Lawson, I'd rather say. Yeah, but there we go. So that gets all that out of the way. I like being honest with everybody, but I will definitely keep putting it out there for folks who don't know because people are going to keep asking me because honestly, if you hear me say the same stuff over and over again, we must all understand this. Not everybody sees everything. I might put this out and 30 people might see it, but there's another billion people across the planet. Nobody saw it. So I'm not mine. The 4 people that I see in this room, that's 3 more people who didn't see me before. And that to me is a blessing, and I love that. I'm really appreciative of you all talking. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Lovejoy. I really, really appreciate that. And I only talk with these good vibes in Mixer because this community has this good vibes. I feel like I've been talking with these good vibes for a long time and haven't been in a community that really makes me excited about being in it. And Mixer really makes me excited about being involved. I mean, so excited I was chatting too much on people's chat, typing when I was playing video games. I was like, I want to tell you this. I just want to tell you this because I'm used to talking. So, and as you see behind me, I don't know if you can see it. Let me move over. As you see behind me, there's a award over there. I don't know if you can really see that. It's probably hidden by this mic. There's a little award, that burgundy award right under this mic right there. That little thing right there. That's a Spirit Award at CSUN, which I wasn't aware of. I didn't know they had these awards, and I'm just that high spirit, good energy person. I got the Spirit Award for a year for this spring semester, which is actually for the year, for the USU, of basically exemplifying the spirit of the University Student Union at California State University, Northridge, as an employee as well as a student. And I'm like, wow, that was such a big honor to me. I was, look, if you see the award on my social media, me standing with the photo, I'm kind of like deers in headlight. Now, this is a person who's been in front of cameras all his life, and I'm deers in headlight when I got this award, because I didn't expect it. I didn't know how to accept it in my heart. I didn't really feel like, to me, part of my self-doubt and supposed to is I didn't really feel like I was exonerating that, exhibiting that energy the way I really like to exhibit that energy. I'd been sometimes, in some cases, a little bit negative. And so I like to try to exhibit positive energy. That's me. I am as we talk in the Strengths Finder, a woo communicator positivity. I like to talk to people and connect with people and communicate with people and share positivity while being fair and thinking about our future. That is me. That is my core. That is literally my core. And I've tried to fight it most of my life, but I'm not anymore. And Mixer is the place where I don't have to fight it. It's that community, and it's allowing me that open door to do my Doc Rio rants, because this is a rant, and that's what my podcasts are. They're usually that long. So people are probably going to be like, whoa, this podcast is super long, so I'm going to have to break it in half for YouTube. It's an hour and 20 minutes. I usually do 45, usually do less than that, but I'm taking it to the next level. I'm like, whatever, because I like it on Mixer. We can talk. We're here. I don't have to wait to hear your response. I don't have to watch you and have people who sit and chat and just ignore me for days, but then months later they'd send me a message saying, you should have done that, months after I've done the video. And that's another thing. If something I'm not doing, I don't like, somebody's going to tell me right here in this chat right now, automatically, hey, you're doing this, I don't like you. I get it. And it helps me become a better person on camera. It helps me keep that positive energy. And so chalk it up to people like yourself, Lovejoy, and chalk it up to Real Nyla and people who have come in and shown respect. If they didn't have anything bad to say, they didn't say anything at all. I'm down with that too. So, I mean, sorry, vice versa. They didn't have anything good to say. They didn't say anything at all. How did I mess that up? Wow. Anyway, so I appreciate everybody who's come in, and I appreciate Lovejoy and Real Nyla for the follow. It's the people who have been gaining, who've been coming in and following, who I know are probably going to come back and see more of the shows that we put out here. So, hey, there, the Hypebot showed it. Okay, cool. Everything's back up. All right. So yeah. So even though the Grand Theft Auto looked like it was teetering, I would play it. But as I was going through Grand Theft Auto, I heard something that I was in shock. I was like, wow, I can't believe they said that. And I definitely don't want to play that in front of any teens, any 18 and over. So soon I'm probably going to be dropping this broadcast back to 18 and over. But first, it's been an hour and a half, and I know a lot of people go longer, but I want to make my clips, maybe hour, 2 hours, and then come back in a couple hours later with other stuff. But don't be lazy, folks. Don't be lazy. If you're trying to sell a product, if you're trying to share your digital media, if you're trying to support your channel, your community, get out there, 10x it. You know what I'm saying? 10x that content. Because if you're not 10xing your content, if you're not putting that 10 in the air, you know what I'm saying, then you're not actually developing your future. You're not putting out enough persistence. We do our hobbies, we do our jobs, we do everything, but put all your love out in your community, because when we put all our love out in our community, we find meaningful work. We find joy in that regular everyday job that we do. Just think about it. We come home, we game. If we game and we share that with the community, we're going to find joy in it. But when we're at work, we're like, oh, I don't want to be here. But if we're at work thinking about, okay, yeah, I'm in here, I'm doing my job, but you know what? I'm doing the job because I know at the end of the week, I'm going to get some money that's going to help me boost up my group, my guild, my team on my video game. And we're going to go out there, we're going to probably compete soon. You know what I mean? Or, okay, hey, yeah, I'm going to boost up my group, my team, and we're going to go out there and we're going to make some music soon. Or I'm going to boost up my team and we're going to make a video for this company because they need a commercial. Or we're going to boost up my team because I'm going to draw this painting right here and share it with my friends. Or we're going to boost up my team because I got this auto shop I want to open up down the block. You know what I mean? Whatever your passion is. You know, I mean, I don't have an auto shop I want to open up down the block. You might have an auto shop you want to open up down the block. I was talking to the guy who sold me an Xbox. He said he's a grip electrician. He's been working in film and television for years. Got the same basic rate we all got. Owns a barbershop. You see what I mean? You know, he has a regular 9-to-5 job, and he likes to grip an electric. He likes to do film and work, and he owns a barbershop. You see what I mean? This is the lifestyle we learn in LA. People don't get it that being a producer, being a filmmaker, being involved in film and television is entrepreneurism. So everybody who's come to this place and who thought they could just come and make it, first you got to be able to be an entrepreneur to make it in LA. All right, as a industry professional, as a film and television Hollywood industry professional. And so if you feel like you want to go do that, yeah, come on down. There's loads of people, and you might be the one who breaks through the ice, because I'm not underestimating anybody here. I done see people go from 0 to hero in minutes and then go back down to 0. You know, I done seen people make blockbusters and within 1 month after they make a blockbuster film be a 0. So there's no telling what could happen here. I'd rather be that mediocre person in the middle where I'm constantly making money all my life. And that's where I look like I'm staying right now, unless I get really big. See, I'm worried about getting big because I know, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I've talked to Grant Cardone through Snapchat a lot, you know, and through email and back and forth. And I'm not talking about the bot, because Elena messaged me back early in the morning that she loved the script that I wrote. So, you know what I'm saying? So that ain't no bot stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's like, hey, I put this out. It may have been 4 months later. She read the script. She asked her Grant Cardone to look at his email for the script. That means she had to go ask for it. All right. So I love her to death. I don't bug them up because that's not my type. You know, I do want to graduate first. I have a goal, and I've been around stars most of my life. So to me, they're celebrities. They used to be, to me, they weren't much as celebrities, but they've become more celebrities in the past 4 years that I've known them. I've known about them. You know what I mean? Or it's been talking with them. And so when I see them out there, I'm like, they're way out of my reach. But yet and still that they're way out of my reach, they're down to earth people. They were willing to come down and talk to you on a down to earth level, as long as you're not trying to get into their business. Yeah. Sweat, work, you got to. And I try to tell people this all the time. Grant Cardone talks about this. Look in your own field as well. There may be extra ways for you to actually promote yourself without being promoted by your own company. See, we worry about promotion. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I want to be promoted. But most of the time the promotion is just a title with $1 raise, right? It's not really beneficial to your lifestyle. It's a $2, $3 raise. The real promotion is being at that job and sitting back and saying, well, you know, they're losing money in this department over here. What if it's something has maybe something to do with sales that you can earn a little commission on the side? Hey, well, let me earn some extra commission while I'll do this desk job every once in a while. I'll pick up some extra leads and I'll do this extra stuff. And maybe I can help this other department over here make some money. You know, maybe even negotiating with the manager over in that department. Hey, do you mind if I do this? I don't like to do sales either. You know, I really don't. I don't like to sell people. I'm a natural salesperson. I don't like to sell people because the only product I like to sell is what I'm trying to deliver to people. That that respect, that kindness, that support to help people get to the next level, or the media I'm trying to deliver somebody. Other than that, I don't like to sell people. And so I'm not passionate about selling products. Like, you didn't see me. Yeah, this is going to be on my Amazon link, but you didn't see me say, hey, go to my Amazon link and go find this on my webpage. I'm going to put one down, but you can go to Amazon yourself and type in the gifts of imperfection and find it, because I'm not a salesperson like that, because I'm not looking for that cheap dollar. If it was all about the cheap dollar, then I would have stayed in jewelry sales where we were making a 500 to 1,000% markup on every item we sold. Yeah, the only benefit that I liked about the jewelry sales is we were helping people get credit and helping those who wanted to come and buy jewelry get it on credit. That was really the only good thing about it for me. But that was the bad thing about it for some people, because we were targeting military. I'm prior service military Army, 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. Yeah, I done served my time for the crime. I call it. I done served my time and did what I needed to do, and been deployed. But I didn't think that I was taking advantage of my brethren. I'm in a veteran fraternity right now. I support other veterans at the Veterans Resource Center. My whole goal is to support our community, our people. A lot of us come out and we don't know where to go. We don't know where to turn. I came out, didn't know what I was doing. When I got out, they have this program called TAPS. And when we get out the military, and right when we get out of the military, the first thing we see is truck driver, office job, welder. Don't get me wrong, those are good paying jobs. But do I really, not office person, not so much, maybe dental, but do I, as a person who went into a cavalry scout platoon, who learned all these several different tasks, who learned how to be a part of a team, understand what it's like to transition myself from being a part of this team where everything in the military is pretty much taken care of? I don't even have to worry about food. They're going to force me and say that I got food right here. They make me work out every morning. They make me go to work every morning. I don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. So now when I get out in the real world, I have this more relaxing thing where I may not want to go to work as much, or I don't know or understand how to be a part of a regular work community. And then some of the jokes that I want to say, or some of the ideas that I want to pass off to people, aren't well accepted because they're dark and they're ugly to some people, and they're not as humorous, So this is all the things that veterans go through. And then to top it off, being deployed to a wartime scenario, being a combat veteran, and having to understand my own self, or other people have to understand their own self for the things that they've gone through, seen. It's one thing just understanding the community you left, but now understanding how you fit in that community when you return is challenging. And I left South Central community. I left a war zone already. I grew up in South Central in the 1980s, where I was shot 3 times before I left high school. All right. And when I went into the military, I got worse about my own issues, because I already had issues from being shot 3 times. I already had issues from having to duck and dodge and fight the police officers in the neighborhood. So I got a little worse when it came to my psychological aspects, but didn't know it. And because I am just to say, we weren't supposed to talk racism, but because of the nature of my culture's past, all right, I am not one to go out and seek psychological help. It took other people pushing me into fields and actually sitting down with other mental health workers to really look at the issues I had, which weren't as big as some of the people that I know out there. I have some big issues, but not as big as some people that I've met that really need the help, that don't want to go for it. And now that I'm getting the help, I've worked through a lot of these issues. I've climbed mountains. I've broke through hills, and I've met other people that I can help see the light as well. And I can help get to the next level as well. And that was probably the reason why I did leave film and television while I was at the peak. I was producing and about to get to the peak, really high peaks of my career. I left because I didn't know how to deal with other people when I got angry, especially my business partner at the time. And now, even then, I still, every once in a while, have issues of dealing with other people when I'm angry. And I've learned that, you know, I make mistakes just like everybody else, you know, and we got to make it past those mistakes. We don't fail when we make mistakes. It's actually a step towards success. Every time we drop the ball, every time we fail, we are actually figuring out a way. As long as we are persistent, we are figuring out a way to succeed. Well, that didn't work. That's one way that won't succeed. So let me find another way that will. That's the human mentality. We were built to work. We were built to create. We were built to fold and mold and shape. So let us believe that we do have the ability to retrieve those things necessary that allow us to achieve our goals and our dreams so that we can succeed. And that's it for me today. That's the end of this broadcast for this particular lesson. I won't say today because I'm going to get back on Mixer and probably play some gaming and hang out. But that's it for my web show. I hope you all enjoyed a little bit of digital media marketers. Stay tuned because I will be coming back. Actually, I'm going to probably find somebody to host real quick because I want to make sure that, you know, our community is sharing things that are, you know, good people. I like to share good people. And I know one good person. She may cuss a lot. She may do a lot of things, but I love her because she comes in, she shows her love all around the community. And I'm going to put her name up in chat. You don't have to say raid. This is not a raid. We're just stopping in. We're just going to add her. And I hope you all like her Mixer channel. She's on today and she's one of the people I follow her, but she's good. She's a good person. She's got a lot of love. And I hope you really do enjoy watching her. This is Doc Rio. Stay tuned for more Doc Rio TV. Peace. I'm out of here. It's over here.
There it is.
You gotta turn on the...
If you need to reach us on Facebook, it's at doc.rio, yeah. On Twitter at Doc Rio Rants. On Instagram, the picture way. And every time I come, I'm here to stay. Snapping photos and get it right. It's at Doc Rio tonight. Say, on YouTube, you can't stop by Doc Rio TV. That's where you see me. That's where you see me. Hit us up on RioBucks.com. Yeah. Back to your regularly scheduled program now. Peace. I'm out.
Doc Rio TV.